Merhaba and welcome back to the Ottoman campaign in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. So, we're done with the battles of October 1954. The American Navy has been somewhat reduced. They're down to 8 heavy cruisers, 3 lights, and 8 destroyers. 10 heavy cruisers, excuse me. The German Navy has 0 active ships, but who knows, these 27 they're building could be commissioned any time now. Oh. Yeah, they got a bunch of ships here that are not in active service, so I'm going to assume they're newly built and just waiting for commissioning. So their army logistics of currently 8% could go up to 100 next turn if these ships are finished. Anyway, onwards to November. I do not want to have alliances with the Soviet Union and Japan. Let's see here. They did get a ship launched. Another Dresden class with no name. Let's go. I would like to fight the Soviet Union and Japan before ending the campaign, because I don't think I've had any wars with either of them so far. I know I missed out on a couple other nations as well, because they disbanded before I had time to fight them. There we go. We are exchanging fire. They got the bigger guns, 11.6s, but they only have 4 of them. Let's slow you down to your cruising speed. I think that shell is gonna hit me. I'm not doing too much damage. I've hit them 19 times, they've hit me 3 times, but they've done more damage. Switch to AP. See how it goes. I could knock out some of their towers, maybe. That would be good. There you go, knocked out a funnel. I'm gonna let Kakadagi just hang back there and keep shelling the enemy, while Fatih wants to move in and maybe do something with torpedoes. The enemy has launched torpedoes. I launched mine as well. And I think mine are gonna hit. 3 torpedo hits. Very good. And that is 1 enemy cruiser about to sink. There she goes. Very nice. Good teamwork by Kakadagi and Fatih. And we have a small group of destroyers. Okay, they gave them a refit. A green class. They actually made it faster. You don't see that very often in AI refits. Went from 27.5 to 29.8 knots. And somehow it ended up being even cheaper. So that is unusually good for an AI refit. Now, what did they do to the torpedoes? Because if they gave that thing, finally, oxygen torpedoes, and it's moving at almost 30 knots. If they're oxygen torpedoes on a 30-knot destroyer for 15 million, that is actually, that's a really good, actually. That's a very good deal. But up against 2 battlecruisers, I think they're still gonna come up short. Take a look here. This is the one. The refit. No oxygen torpedoes. Electrics. And only 20-inch. So, kind of a downgrade on the torpedoes there. More like a side grade. How did you get so... Well, not so fast. It's still kind of... It's not like super fast. Gas turbines, alright. While the originals had... diesel. Oh, you're just gonna hide in your smoke screen. Well, we blew up one. Need to find the range again after they went invisible on me. It seems to be good now. I think Ellison is gonna sink. Yep, gone. King just took her first hit. Leaves one more on the stern. Or something. There she goes. Nice. Right. Let's see. Oh, here we go. That is most of the ships they have left. A bunch of cruisers, 1 destroyer. We get the Yavuzas, which we know and love. A bit short on destroyers now and torpedo boats, this task force. But that's fine. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna have you join up with the other three. And the cruisers, which have torpedoes. I have to remember that. Come on now. There you go. Just follow the battle cruisers. Destroyers. I guess you can stick. You can stick on loose. That's fine. Just two of you. And one torpedo boat. Now, will Petey Days find her place behind Kemal? Yeah, actually. It doesn't seem to be too confused. Why, this is a very complicated maneuver, following the ship in front of her. And the enemy has been sighted. It is evening, which is reducing my view range a little bit, but the penalty to accuracy, it's basically not there. Because the radar and stuff. I guess if it was daytime it would be plus something, so there's that. Right, let's have the battle cruisers not all targeting the same ship. Torpedo boat can do torpedo boat things. Can torpedo some boats. Yeah, it did launch. One torpedo going its own way. You two have also launched now. That's good. I got plenty of ammunition this time. More than enough to sink the enemy task force, or it should be more than enough. But it would still be nice if the torpedoes like did something. And they look to be mostly on target. Denver took a whole bunch of torpedoes. Dickerson took one. Didn't get too many torpedo hits out of that. At least the torps seem to be mostly on target, so I'm just gonna chalk that up to the enemy formation being a little bit thin. Now, I'm not done with my torpedoes. Emler, why are you not launching? All right. It should be in range. All right. There you go. Picked a different target. Just because the ship is currently in range doesn't always mean that the point they have to aim the torpedoes at, factoring in the lead, is also in range. Especially with like really long range torpedoes. Could be a few kilometer difference. Are we gonna get any hits though? Yes, one on Owen. Manchester is... oh, just missed that torpedo. I guess the cruiser torpedo crews are not that experienced compared to the destroyer and torpedo boat crews. I'm just gonna blame them. Miami just got blown out of the water. That's fine. There goes Crane as well. .11-inch guns on my cruisers should be hitting Salt Lake City. At least some of them. Let's not sail too far away here. My intent is not to disengage. Dickerson probably gonna sink soon. Needs a little bit more flooding on the stern. Let's have one of you guys on the thumbnail again. Harry also quite close to sinking. There he goes. Dickerson's still hanging in there. Not exactly combat capable anymore, but at least still afloat. Yeah, Salt Lake City just launched. I actually saw the torpedoes hit the water there. Before I saw the torpedo reload thing. Let's have some big guns give her some attention. I was gonna get away with that. Launching torpedoes at my ships. Let's see, have you two detach. I should have detached you a little bit sooner before you already committed to the turn. That's fine. I think I can squeeze you in between these two here. Ah, doesn't matter. We outsailed them. Let's see if we can punish Salt Lake City for that. Yeah, looks like it. %, 3% buoyant. This compartment is not destroyed though, so they can still pump it out, but 28, 0, sunk. Denver is getting a bit too much attention now. Kemal and PDJs finish off Owen, while Yavuz and Balikasir put an end to Denver. I think that might do it. At least there goes Denver. So Yavuz and Balikasir can switch to Frank Knox. Kemal and PD will soon switch targets to Tatnall. Actually, have the cruisers deal with Tatnall. Those 11-inch guns. Kind of surrounded here, Frank Knox. Taking fire from both sides. And how long is Tatnall gonna last? Now that she's being targeted by the battlecruisers. Not long. Yeah. Expended some ammunition, but with the enemy this low on ships, I don't think I'm gonna be needing all that ammo anyway. Not for a while. Not until whenever the French and the Soviets get involved. But they are very friendly for the moment. Yeah, I was not allowed to start an invasion of southern Finland because the French beat me to it. Let's see, convoy battle. Here. Ah, 3 light cruisers, Veves, versus 1 heavy cruiser. I must be drawing in those light cruisers from all over the Caribbean. 0. That is still factoring in the American task force that we just sank. Let's move this force in here just to be on the safe side. Now, where to invade next? I got this one now active. Despite there being one American light cruiser in the mix, my army has started doing things here. It looks like I'm invading my own part of Brazil here. But no, this invasion is against southern Brazil. You can tell because the enemy army force is 63,459, which is the case here. And we're invading Bolivia. And the invasion of Latvia is going well. Despite some troop numbers having been drawn away and into South America. Let's see. Chile, Argentina, southern Brazil. Places we can invade. Argentina, 162,000. Southern Brazil, 300,000. Chile, 128. Let's start with Chile. Let's see if like the army is gonna do things for me here. I might not need to invade them with my ships. Alright, the convoy mission, and then on to December. Yeah, this could be a disaster, or it could be a an exciting fight. Now it is a 3-on-1, and the Veves have taken out heavy cruisers before. But this is a pretty decent heavy cruiser for an AI design. Standard AP. Might not be a bad choice. Armor isn't like too impressive, because they don't have that many citadel layers. A battleship could go through this. I don't have a battleship. I've got light cruisers. I cannot go through this. Not the belt, anyway. Not even just the main belt, even if they didn't have any citadel layers at all. It would be impervious. .5 fore and aft, 3 on the superstructure. Maybe. Maybe we can do something. How about all the secondary turrets? 1.4 inch on the 5-inch secondaries. No deck-mounted torpedo launchers, though, so not sure if we're gonna get them on crew loss. If they had a bunch of deck-mounted torpedo launchers all over the ship, like the AI often likes to do, getting all the crew, or at least 45% of the crew, would be much easier. There we go. And they have actually launched torpedoes at me. Gomet launches 5. Are we gonna hit them with those? Next up is 5 from Firat. Their tower out, they might not see them coming. Or maybe they will. Actually, Firat launched a lot more than 5. Yeah, those are good hits. Abdul Majid has 5 torpedoes as well. But Hammer is changing course. But the torps might not be needed because Hammer is flooding. Nice. And we didn't even take that much damage in return. Gomach took a couple hits. They did deal some damage, but it wasn't like disastrous. Let's see, one on each. Yeah, the A turret got knocked out. Nice. And that was the last one. Good. That actually went much better than I thought it would. Or better than it could potentially have gone if things had gone not good, I guess. Something like that. Let's see what December has in store for us. The last month of 1954. It's been quite a year. A lot of action fighting both the Germans and the Americans. But that seems to be calming down now. Okay, this is new. Usually retirement age is only in January of 1965 regardless of when you start. Asked again in 60 months. That's 5 years, isn't it? I think it is. Hang on. Well, it's yeah, no, that should be 5 years. I'm gonna keep going a little bit more. Because I wasn't really expecting this to pop up anyway, but that's good. I wonder if it's easy to change this value. Because that would be interesting and in the future to play some campaigns that are not this long. Or I maybe start in 1890 and see how far I can get before 1920 or something. That would be interesting to play with, but not right now. Let's see, Galveston, 1953 refit. Slower, but with better torpedoes. I don't think it has much of a chance, though. Alright, destroyers, of course, not needed here. There they are. Slow down to ×3 game speed. Has taken first hits. There you go, first bit of real damage. Hit the funnel as well, or one of the funnels. And half the ship is missing. Good. And there we go, finished off by a main belt pen. Excellent. And one destroyer, Bennett class. Let's just make it quick. And it's a dark and stormy night. Actually, it's daytime, but... Let's see, range 30 kilometers. So they don't have torpedo range for a while. And they probably never will. $60,000 for a main belt pen. Knocking out an engine as well. This is one of their... Okay, there she goes. Structural damage. Main belt ammo detonation. For an obscene amount of damage. Yeah. Very nice. And with that... Let's see... Govern territory. Quell the rebellion. How do you do that? Well, my idea of invading Lithuania just went down the drain because France, again, beat me to it. Well, I at least hope the army is successful in taking Latvia. I hope the Germans take southern Germany back from France because I'm a little bit annoyed with the French right now. What's going on here? 4 heavies, 2 destroyers. Oh yeah, of course, this is the American invasion. I was wondering why that was enough to make it 0%, but yeah. I'm the one making it 0%, because I'm ruining their invasion. The Chile invasion popped up down here, so I have to move my my task force a bit. I should have enough tonnage, though. So, with Lithuania now not being available for invasion, nor southern Finland. Let's see, what does it take to invade eastern Germany? 655,000 tons. I think we can do that. I got a fresh task force sitting here. I think maybe we can do that. Come on now. I'll send you to sit outside of Danzig. This task force can then move here. And I should have enough tonnage to pull that off. Before the French do it and take one very valuable territory away from me. So we'll see how that goes. Also, my invasion here went well. Cruisers and torpedo boats. Because I can send you back to Singapore. Maybe you can generate some kind of missions here, because the Americans do have... well, that's at the sea, but maybe they've got something that's about to be finished, built in one of those ports. And we can get some missions going. Germany has a navy again. Their army logistics. It's not much of a navy, but it's enough to put their army logistics back to 100%. So, yeah, no, it doesn't take much. Am I getting anything that makes my torpedoes better? Improved torpedo propulsion 2. Improved torpedoes. 11. Plus 9 torpedo range. But that is like, I got some, that is including all the upgrades from improved torpedoes 10, which I've already got. So it's not plus 9 from what I have now. Most likely. It's more like plus 1 or 2%, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be nice to gobble up the rest of South America and most of the rest of Europe. Of course, France will have to come later. They're very friendly at the moment. And they are rebuilding their navy after the previous war. So My growth is almost at 0 because I'm at war, and my well, the government type is not the best for GDP growth. Goodbye, and take care.